There was a time I was really mad at God because of the things that I was going through. At that time, I felt like God did not really hear my prayers, right? And I grew up Catholic. I'm not religious now, I am spiritual. I decided to take a break from God and to do things my way. I'm sure if you've been through any type of abuse, or you feel like people reject you, or you feel like you're not good enough, if you've been through any situation that cause you to believe less about yourself, I'm sure you can relate. In the time that I decided to take a break, I really struggled because up until the point I decided to take a break, I always felt the frequency of God and I would always see Jesus. But because I was so angry and made the decision I made, I felt like I was cut off spiritually. I couldn't feel my spirit team around me, and it was quite lonely. Recently, I went through a spiritual journey that really awakened me at a deep level and reconnected me back to God. It was almost like an reintroduction to the relationship I had with God, but amplified. It was such a powerful experience. And so this experience is ayahuasca. It was the first time I ever experienced the ayahuasca journey. It is worth it. Since the journey, I feel God around me all the time. And if I have any questions, if I need to manifest something, if I need to make certain moves, I speak with Him and things get moved on my behalf. It's like I'm in partnership with Him and He's guiding me and providing for me. The way I manifest has changed. The way I receive has also changed. I trust more now. I let go and I allow, and I know that I'm not alone. And it's such an incredible feeling to be able to know that you are not alone when maybe you felt that you are alone for quite some time, for a long time. So what have I learned from going through the ayahuasca experience? This is the most liberating experience you ever experience. Ayahuasca is, and going through, the plant medicine is really life-changing. Before this experience, I'd be very reserved and I wouldn't voice my opinion or what I wanted out of life. And in conversations with people, I'd be shy about expressing myself. But now I'm not shy and I'm really being called to show up more, to express myself more, to let truth come through me, to let truth be presented through me, I suppose. Because in my divine energetics, I'm all about divine truth and, standing up for what is right, and also healing, spiritual healing and manifestation. So it's like I'm now easily able to tap into who I am at soul level without even going through the Akashic records. And the same goes for people. It doesn't matter who I'm sitting down with, it doesn't matter who I'm talking to. Sometimes I just kind of get the glimpse of who they are at soul level and what type of qualities their soul has and brings to this reality for them to use. And it's almost like an unconscious recognition of what their genius is, or what their genius is. And so accessing spiritual information is much easier than before because I had to go through the Akashic record. So I'm making this video just to let you know that you're not alone. And you don't have to go through limitations and limiting, thoughts and emotions and certain things that we do that don't let us be ourselves. You don't have to allow or let limitation define who you are. There are resources, there are people out there, people like myself and others, that help people heal at a deeper level. And so this video is for anyone who is ready to tap into and to step into who they are fully. And the people who know that they're here for something bigger, to do something big in the world, it's time to step out and to step out of your shell and express yourself, because we all have innate gifts that we come in with, and we're here to help people. And keeping these gifts to ourselves is almost like being selfish. And I didn't know this until recently, because, you know, if you think about it, God entrusted you with certain energetics, certain gifts to share, right? So when you keep those to yourself, it's like you're saying, well, maybe not now. They're not ready for them, for example. Or maybe there's some things that are blocking you at a deep level that maybe you're not even aware of, right? And even if you're not here to do something huge in the world, you are entitled to well-being. You are supposed to be whole. You're supposed to feel comfortable being in your own body. I find a lot of people compare themselves with other people online quite a lot because of what they're seeing, other people's success or how they live their lives. But you're not here to compare yourself to anyone else. You are unique, and you're here for a very specific mission or reason to say, right? Like my mentor says, your gifts make room for you here. If you're here, then there's room for you and your gift. And there are people who are waiting for the gifts. But if you let limitations block you year after year, then you will never really be able to tap into the potential of what you can do. The way that you know that you're here for a mission or to do something big in the world is you know it at soul level. You can feel it in your body, right? Because you're going to have desire for self-transformation and to help other people do the same. And this is exactly what I felt before I worked on myself. And it's not to say that, you know, ayahuasca was the only thing that I did. I worked on myself quite a lot before ayahuasca. There's a lot of different modalities that I went through that have really helped me shift my frequency and helped me be okay in my own body, to let myself come out of my shell, so to speak. The difference here that ayahuasca has done is that it has reconnected me back with God, and I am feeling the frequencies of what is coming next. So my gifts have amplified, and I'm hearing guidance clearer than before, and I'm able to discern when it's my thoughts, when it's God's guidance. So that's what ayahuasca has helped do for me. But if you resonate with this message in this video and you want to begin to work on yourself, or to find out what you can do without limitations, right? I mean, yeah, limitation will always show up, but you have a choice. You always have a choice whether to go for something or not, right? That is something that God has gifted us, to be able to decide and choose what we want. And so this is really the time I feel that we're being called to step into who we are, to step into our power, especially women. This is the age of the feminine. And so if you do feel called to work on yourself, to improve yourself, I do offer different programs that are designed to help you shift your frequency at a deeper level and shift in a way that is aligned for you. Because we don't all shift the same. Just like learning, we don't grow at the same rate as everyone else. You know, there's some people who learn better with audio or visual or writing, whatever. There are many different ways to heal and grow. So if you feel like this message is meant for you, my program Elevate is currently on sale for $111. This program will really help you shift your frequency and help you tap into your own gifts and help you to recognize what is yours and what isn't. Because Sometimes we pick up a lot of things that don't even belong to us based on how we grew up, or like, based on who we modeled growing up, or who was helping us grow, what we see in the media. There are many different things that influence who we are, influence our frequency and choices that we make, right? I just realized I didn't introduce myself. My name is Emma Lombe, and I'm an advanced spiritual healer and mentor. And I specialize in helping people heal at soul level and reconnecting them back to who they are at soul level, so that they can operate from their own divine beingness and who they are. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.